The focus on forests has come to light this month with the proposed sale of acres of UK land. Our lush forests were under threat, some could have been left to rot, but the public had a different idea. Now, let's not forget the influence that the internet has had on this national debate. It's thanks to websites such as this one, the powers that be at number 10 had to pull the plug. Simply type in a few details and you can sign up with thousands of other protesters who have done the same in only a matter of days. I caught up with the Southampton Ramblers and Secretary John Catchlove has praised the government's U-turn.
The Ramblers is an organisation that's always campaigned for access to countryside, and 10 years ago we had the Countryside and Rights of Way Act, which was a culmination of several years of campaigning, which gave the Ramblers access to many parts of the country they couldn't see before. And we were afraid that with this sell-off of the forest, then that could have restricted access to certain woodlands, which of course is what we don't want.
And the nature enthusiasts were also keen to share their views on the matter.
For a couple of £1 million or a couple of £100 million, they were going to flock off the forests to private people who would have locked them up.
Yeah, I'm glad there has been a government U-turn. It just means that the countryside remains in the public domain.
They should never even considered it in the first place, but I mean, it is our forest, so no, I think it was outrageous that they even thought about selling them off.
Private enterprise would be good, as long as it's not used too commercially, and there is plenty of open access, rights of way maintained, and maybe a bit of drainage done here and there, because I know the forest is very wet.
Just over 30 years ago, a certain Conservative stood stern, blasting the media catchphrase, the U-turn. Ironic to think that Parliament has seen just that today. And with the woodland debate coming to a halt after just 3 weeks, the lungs of the land can breathe a sigh of relief once again. Sam Cook from a very wet New Forest.